Welcome to Ultimate Lighting Toolkit tutorial. Ultimate Lighting is designed to simplify and enhance lighting workflows by providing powerful features for efficient and creative lighting setups in Unreal Engine. From area light controls to custom gradients, group adjustments, and A/B testing, we'll walk through every tool you need to master your lighting setup. Let's start with controlling by light types. This tool allows you to organize and edit lights based on their type. To edit all scene lights based on their types, start by pressing the Sort button in the Details panel. This action will organize all the lights in your scene by type, making them accessible for editing. You can then see captured lights under the Advanced section. To edit their properties, simply expand the light type you wish to modify and adjust the values as needed. This only updates the specific properties that have been changed, leaving all other values untouched. Note that this behavior differs from sequencer-compatible versions. In those versions, capturing and editing lights forces all properties to update whenever any value is changed, ensuring seamless integration with sequencer workflows. Certain properties like cone angles from spotlights require lights to be set to movable for edits to take effect. If you notice no changes when adjusting a specific value, switch the light's mobility to movable during the editing process. Once editing is complete, you can revert the light to its original mobility setting. With these tools, you can also edit light functions of desired groups under the light function sections. Isolate buttons allow you to toggle the visibility of lights in the scene. Save and load buttons provide a way to store and retrieve light configurations. This way, you can easily see different light setups for quick A/B testing. If you're unsure which save slots are empty, simply expand the advanced display under the Light Save system. Empty slots can be identified by their zero array element value. You'll find a Load Default button in the Details panel. This button restores light properties to their captured state, providing a quick way to revert changes. This is especially helpful since certain functionalities, like editing captured light values, are not compatible with Unreal Engine's Ctrl-Z undo system. In such cases, simply use the Load Default button to reset the light properties to their previous state. Rather than relying solely on predetermined light type groups, you also have the option to create your own custom groups using the Group Light Control tool. To create groups, press the plus button to add an element to the group, then use the eyedropper tool to select light actors. Please note that this particular tool does not include a Load Default button due to its buttonless capturing process. After creating the desired groups, you can adjust the values of each group separately. The Save system for this tool provides flexibility by allowing you to select which groups to save. By default, all three groups are saved simultaneously. However, you can modify this behavior through the Save Type drop-down menu to target specific groups as needed. If you need to edit lights contained within a Blueprint class, the Blueprint class control tool will be invaluable. Unlike other tools that capture light actors directly from the scene, this tool is specifically designed to capture and edit light components embedded within a Blueprint class. Start by selecting the desired Blueprint class from the Class drop-down menu in the Details panel. Once you've chosen the class, simply click the Get button to capture all the light components within that Blueprint class. After the lights are captured, you can easily adjust their values, isolate them for more focused edits, or take advantage of the save and load functions, just like with the other tools in the toolkit. These three tools can be found under the Group Control folder. Now, let's move on to the Area Control tools. With Area Control tools, you can edit lights and light functions within designated box or sphere areas. To edit lights inside the area, start by adjusting the transform values to position the area boundaries, ensuring it covers the desired space. Once set, use the Capture buttons to make the lights available for editing. The Get button clears the captured lights list and rebuilds it from scratch each time, while the Add and Remove buttons allow you to modify the list by adding or removing lights. The Clear button deletes the captured lights list entirely. You can verify that the desired lights have been captured by simply expanding the Lights Captured list. As you see, moving the bluetilities themselves does not affect or reposition the captured lights in the scene. Tools serve as control interfaces for editing the properties of the lights, not their spatial placement. Once you're satisfied with the selection, you can begin adjusting the values. Similar to the group control tools, you can toggle the visibility of non-captured lights by using the Isolate button. The Area Blueprint Class Control operates similarly to the Light Control for Blueprint Classes tool, but with a key difference. While the Light Control for Blueprint Classes edits the specified class across the entire scene, the Area version focuses exclusively on blueprints located within a designated area. This allows for precise, localized control over lighting components in specific parts of your scene. Let's move on to Gradient Lights. Gradient Lights lets you create smooth light transitions with gradient control for light values, adding a new layer of depth and realism to your lighting setup. Just like area light control tools, you first need to capture lights in an area by adjusting the transform and using the Get button. Gradient Tool sets up gradual change between starting and end values for the lights inside the box boundaries. When it comes to updating values, gradient lights behave like sequencer-compatible versions of other tools, meaning they will force all light properties to update immediately. There are two methods available for calculating gradient values, each designed to cater to different lighting needs and scenarios. Distance-dependent gradient method calculates light values based on their distance from the boundary edges of the designated area, meaning that the light positioned precisely at the starting boundary will take the initial values, while lights farther away will transition gradually toward the ending values. This method ensures a smooth and proportional gradient effect that reflects the spatial relationship between lights and the defined boundaries, whereas the position-ranked method assigns values according to the relative proximity of each light to the starting boundary. Unlike the distance-dependent gradients, this mode ranks lights by their closeness to the starting point, independent of their exact physical distances. The nearest light gets the starting value, while the farthest light takes the end value, regardless of where they positioned. This mode is particularly useful when light values are to be unevenly distributed. Sameness range is a value available for the position-ranked method, where you can force lights within that range to each other to take the same values. The Invert button reverses the gradient direction, swapping the start and end values. This allows for quick adjustments to the gradient flow without needing to reconfigure the boundaries or light settings. There are also individual advanced light blueprints that offer enhanced control with built-in isolation, save and load functionalities. These blueprints replaces standard lights, allowing you to manage specific lights independently, providing flexibility for targeted adjustments while maintaining the same ease of use as the rest of the toolkit. And that wraps up this tutorial on the ultimate lighting toolkit for Unreal Engine. We hope it inspires you to take your lighting to the next level by saving time, boosting creativity, and making your projects shine brighter than ever.